Okay, three, two, one, and we're live back at the Shane and Kohler show, episode 2. Today is April 17th, Friday. Just finished up at work. It's like 7 p.m. Rough day at work. How's your day, Shane?
I don't know why you're still working at this
I'm
time.
not so I'm not well, I mean, I guess I kind of was, but not really.
It
Hey
was
man,
good.
when you're on salary, they own you. You know, they own you. They own the
Uh,
rights to you.
Dude, everything was fine today. It's just been snowing here all day,
Oh,
all day.
see, it's like 75 and pretty perfect here right now.
I'm
So
so over the conversations I have with everyone because it's the same old thing of having a small bullshit talk about work, like working from home, which half of them do anyway, being quarantined, not being able to do anything, like
yeah,
commiserating essentially. I mean,
yeah, like
I don't know if
quarantine.
it
Like
sounds
I have
bad. I don't know if it's bad when I tell them like I just been wearing sweatpants. I haven't put on jeans in like a month. Honestly, the sweatpants I've been wearing, Summer and I have been alternating. She's been wearing these and I've been wearing them, and I haven't washed them in probably three
I'm
weeks.
wearing I'm wearing my joggers that look like jeans.
Those jeggings,
Yeah, they look like jeans, but they're joggers. Yeah,
dude. Those are when I worked at Abercrombie. People had those. They're stretchy. Those.
yeah,
Let me
man.
see them.
Check this.
It's insane. It almost looks like it's grandpa pants with the elastic waist. Is it denim?
No, they're, they're like sweatpants, but they look like
Who are you
jeans, but
trying
they're
to trick?
leggings
Who are you trying to trick
or
that you're wearing
jump
jeans?
joggers,
Who are
jumpers.
you trying to trick that you're wearing
I'm
jeans?
I'm not trying to trick anybody. I'm just trying to feel normal. I
Just
haven't shaved. I haven't shaved or like done anything like since this thing started. Like I smell bad right now. Like even though I put deodorant on, I still somehow and this is a clean shirt, I still somehow smell bad. Like I don't know, like I haven't done anything. I didn't go running.
Fine.
I've just been sitting around and I just somehow don't smell good for some reason. I don't know what it is.
So this shirt
If it was a rig,
I've worn this shirt nonstop too. I don't know what that was, but I just got it washed, which I'm super stoked about. Like I put it on, it smelled like clean laundry, and I don't have a washer dryer here. It was like the high of my day when I put on this clean shirt. I've
yeah.
literally been
I
smelling it
mean,
all day.
it's a cool Western Chicago shirt.
It's fucking W.
Go
Fly,
Broncos. Row the boat.
fly the W. Baseball season that's not happening right now. But no, the shaving thing, you can't really tell, but I haven't shaved. I've been keeping the mustache.
No, dude, that's a thick stash. That's a thick stash for sure.
My mustache is coming in equally as well as the hair on top of my head. It's an issue.
Same, same.
No, the base. I've been wearing this shirt so often. I bought it on Amazon. I thought it was going to be smaller than it is. It's quite large. It's like a pajama shirt. Baseball's not
Yeah,
going on.
it's cute.
Still wanted to see I mean, there's absolutely it's nothing going on with baseball or anything. So,
There's nothing going on with anything, and that's what we're going to talk about, really.
I mean, I know, but I heard that there's a Taiwanese baseball league going on
Yes, I actually heard something about that too. Yeah,
and
no, somebody was.
a basketball league over there.
Yeah, no, they got cool stuff going on over there still, but I don't know.
Don't I mean, excuse my ignorance here, but is Taiwan close to China?
I'm not the right person to ask about that.
Logistics.
It's it logistic of American logistics. I'm not shipping stuff in China, but I know that I know that Taiwan people sound like they're close to from where China might be, and I know that
Might be or where it is. You think that
I
you
I
think that
don't
maps
know.
are lying?
I swear that I've heard about conflicts between China and Taiwan. Like I'm not saying that they are next to each other, but I'm saying that they sound like they might be. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I get where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not 100. I can't. I'm not going to make promises that I can't keep here.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the most educated on Asian countries.
Yeah, me
I just
either.
typed in Taiwan and I spelt it wrong, so there's no results found. So anyway,
Taiwan, Taiwan. That's freaking 1997 spelling bee champ right here.
what year?
97.
You three? It's impressive.
He called me out there. It wasn't 97, but I
Oh
mean,
yeah, Taiwan's a little island right off of China, very close to
wow.
Hong Kong.
See?
So everyone learned something new.
So technically, I was right again.
Yeah, that China virus going on, man.
Yeah,
Detroit's
dude.
getting fucking slapped by it right now.
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds like Texas, where I live. If nobody knows that other than us, because I mean, we probably have millions of listeners by now. Second episode. I live in Texas, and everything's, I think, going back to normal here pretty soon. Like I think Texas is just like fuck you virus,
They
and
just
like
shot.
it hasn't really hit here hard at all, and like nobody really gives a fuck. But except for the grocery stores, and then I just went to 7-Eleven to grab booze, and like the lady in front of me was kind of weird about it, but other than that, pretty normal.
I haven't been out. I was gonna go get booze, but I just settled vodka. So let's buckle up and see how this one hits. But I mean, honestly, speaking about that, I saw today that Verlander, Justin Verlander, former
Yeah,
Tiger, now he's
yeah,
in
Detroit
actually,
Tigers.
yeah, he's in Houston now.
Yeah,
He and his wife, Kate Upton, donated 25,000 masks, like the mask, whatever the N95s, to the Detroit Police Department. They posted on Instagram like a video of themselves donating it, like thanking Detroit for everything. And
yeah,
first of all, I don't know if it's when people do that, I don't know if they're doing it to try to like promote the same, like they're good people for doing it, or if they're doing it to try to like get other people, other famous people to do it. I don't know, like what the
yeah.
purpose are they looking for like oh that's so good, like, and then it makes you think, is Justin Verlander looking for positive, publicity because of the whole Astros thing
Yeah,
last.
no. In my opinion, Verlander. Okay, first off, Verlander's a stand-up guy. Okay, he was drafted by the Tigers in what, like 06. So like,
It was longer than that.
I think it was. I think his rookie year was 06.
What year is it?
But what? I
Maybe
think his rookie year was 06.
all right, we'll go with that.
And I'm talking. I mean, he was in Detroit for over 10 years, so he's like much more. I would say he's much more connected to Detroit than Houston.
Well, I know that. And Kate
So
Upton's from Michigan as well.
yeah, they're both. I mean, Verlander. I mean, stand up guy, 100%. Like this guy is about it. You know.
I feel like he's kind of stayed out of the whole thing too with all the issues. He hasn't really talked too
What
much about
issues?
it, about like the whole Astros thing. Like that's why the only that's
Oh yeah,
immediately thing I thought about is, I mean, I
yeah.
don't know. Obviously, I think he's a decent guy. He liked Detroit and everything. When he won the World Series,
Verlander's an all-time Tiger. Okay.
when his phone case, that story, like the fucking tearjerker story when they won the World Series, he went and pulled his phone out in the locker room and he had a Detroit Tigers phone case on.
Yeah. No, I mean I mean that guy's Detroit about Detroit,
But I mean, people in Houston could be
And his
pissed. Okay, what the
and his
fuck?
wife's a smoke show. I don't think they should care because I mean he
Right, Kate
freaking
Upton's a
won them a
good-looking
World
person.
Series. So he won them a World Series, so they should be thankful just for that, even though they cheated. And I mean, Detroit through and through, like, what's up? Like we didn't get it, but
Verlander should have 3 rings, and he should have
you should have more than that realistically. Like
some of the
there were
most.
some
He should have
stacked Tigers teams in those mid 2010s, early 2010s.
06, those 06 and 12.
Yeah, like those. I mean, they went through like two kind of runs.
Baglio, fuck, wasn't Sheffield on it that year? Just like
Sheffield was on one of those teams.
yeah,
Like they
Kenny
were good.
Rogers, the pitcher from Texas, that was just a fucking
Yeah,
Gold
no,
Glove,
they were that one year they had
Pudge,
Verlander, Scherzer, Porcello,
Bryce,
Pfister,
David
Anibal
Bryce.
Sanchez. Like they were stacked. They were
They had
stacked. Like
dude, four,
Sanchez was
five
a
of the
relief
starters.
pitcher in the playoffs.
It was 4 or 5 of the starters from that team had Cy Youngs, and they got swept in one World Series and won one game in the other. I can't stand the fucking Cardinals because of it, and I can't stand the Giants.
I know. I know. Literally that year they went with when they had those 5 pitchers and they were like, all right, Anibal Sanchez is a relief pitcher now because we only need 4 playoff starting pitchers. And still we got fucking stomped. Like
Well, dude, the biggest issue they had is no run support for the longest time. Like whenever Verlander would pitch, he'd give up like 1 run in like 8 innings of pitching, and
yeah.
the Tigers would score nothing with fucking stacked team. Like you got Cabrera up there, you got
Yeah, and
Ordonis.
then they'd roll out that goddamn joke of a relief pitcher with the glasses. What was his name?
What one? The closer?
Yeah, the
Tom
closer with
Jones?
the who?
Are you talking about the black guy?
Yeah, he's like he looked kind of like half black.
Jose uh,
Velveeta or something. I don't know. He was
Valderi.
I don't know, but he'd roll out and he'd blow the game every time.
Dude, dude, the funniest shit is him like Fernando Rodney. Fernando Rodney he'd always blow the game. And
Yeah, like that's what they would do. Like we'd get 7 to 8 solid innings of pitching, and we'd be up by like 3 or 4 runs, and then we just have guys out there throwing lollipops, you know.
Dude, they get it. I'll never forget. There's a guy named Bobby C. He was playing in like around that 2000s, that late 2000s time. Bobby C. He was a left-hander, and he would come in. It was him and Phil Koch, fucking lefties. They'd come in. They'd like sprint out there. They'd be all fucking amped up. It like Verlander go 8 strong. It'd be like the bottom of the 8th. There's like 2 runs. It's like they're up by like 1 or 2 runs. There's 2 people on base. They need 1 out. But lefty versus lefty, fucking just leaves a curveball hanging over like home plate, 3-run home run. Like Verlander gets the loss because those 2 runs exceed it. It's just fucked.
Yeah, I mean, baseball is one of those sports I just don't know a lot about. Like I do like football and basketball, but I don't.
I think
There's so much talent on those teams. I don't get how they didn't.
they're all-time teams.
Yeah, like
Like
those would be on like the all-time
if
teams
I
to
don't,
never
yeah,
win a
MLB the
stupid
show. I bet
match
you those
or
are on
whatever.
all-time teams.
Yeah, those are like those teams like the Patriots that didn't win the Super Bowl when they were undefeated. Like those are those good teams. Like good.
You know what bothers? Well, anyway, the thing is, I saw that he did it. I know that he's passionate about Detroit. I don't think he did it to try to make himself look better in any sense. I think that he's actually caring about it, and his wife's from here. But I guarantee people are gonna try to drag it through the mud and make it seem like it's something like he doesn't care about.
Yeah, well they always do. They always do that.
I can't believe so much the negative shit that these random people. I'll tell you something offline about that popular Twitter person that I said.
Is that the one we worked with
Yeah,
together? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
actually, so I mean, this is transitioning to something else, but
Because
it's.
technically, I still had no idea all the
I
way
know.
today and yesterday,
I didn't want to
but
say
I'm
it.
glad I knew. That's good.
He, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it's fucking snowing. It's middle of April. There's no baseball going on. I live right down the street from Comerica Park. I thought that I'd be going to like maybe 3 or 4 games a month or even more, living that close, just walking, buying like bleacher tickets. I can't do it. And I just heard today that so the Rocket Mortgage Classic, the thing was supposed to be in like June, or no, it's supposed to be late May. I don't fucking know, but it's played at Detroit Golf Club over here.
Yeah. Yeah. The golf tournament. Yeah.
Historic golf club, and they moved it to the 2nd of July to the 5th of July, and there's not going to be anyone there.
Yeah. No crowd. And then like sports like the WWE in Florida is now essential, so they can have WWE in Florida with no crowds.
That's not real.
Yeah, no, that's like a real thing.
It's
That's a real
deemed
thing.
essential.
Yeah, it's deemed essential in Florida, the WWE wrestling. Maybe it's just all wrestling, but the WWE specifically. And so I guess they're going to have like matches there.
Only in Florida?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I know for sure Florida. And like,
That's
and I mean
so
that,
fucking funny. That is
and
all.
Dana, like that, like of course it's Florida too. And then Dana White just bought an island, private island for the UFC for like fights. So they're just gonna fly places, people to the island. And somebody on the internet was like Mortal Kombat. It's literally like Mortal Kombat. Like that's literally what Mortal Kombat is. Like they just fly fighters there to fight for other people's enjoyment.
Did you ever watch the original Mortal Kombat?
The movie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, freaking 2003, like HBO. Hell yeah. Like that was on. I was watching it. Even though it's an awful movie looking back, I would always be watching that movie. Like if it was on TV, just because it's like, oh, it's Mortal Kombat. Like I have an N64. Like, yeah, I'm about it. And my older brother would have, like, my older brother was way into it too. And like, but he was like way old, like 6 years older than me, pretty old. So
I don't know
like
how
your
that's going to
age.
work. It just
How it's
doesn't.
going to work.
How much? So does if hold on, if they're going to be doing all these things,
I mean, it's a
how are
little
they going
over.
to make?
I mean,
How are they going to make? All right. So are people going to be willing to pay? I know they will be, but how much money are they going to be losing if you're doing a PGA golf tour that's in Chicago or in Detroit, and you're going to have to like have people pay for it to watch it online to make up for the
I mean,
the
the
millage of
golf tournament and the WWE will still probably be televised like normally, and they'll make money off of
ads.
the advertisements, and then
The ad cost is probably I don't
they
know.
don't have to pay for all the other stuff for when the people are there. It might actually be more profitable. Who knows? But yeah. I mean, it'll just be the main thing that would concern me as an athlete is the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I saw a clip of the WWE a couple of weeks ago that had no one in there. First of all, you have to give it up for the performance, the actors. It's like doing a Broadway
yeah,
show.
like the WWE with no fans, like that's like almost half of the thing is like them fake playing it up to the fans, where
Yeah.
they're like you know what I'm gonna do, and everybody looking at home, it's like I'm gonna take this man and I'm gonna throw him off the rope. And he's like, they're like up here and they're like pumping up the crowd, and they're like, but there's no crowd, so they're just gonna be like up there on the top rope like this. And you're like, what's going on? Playing up to nobody.
People just
Sorry, I
at
did get
home losing
physical.
their shit. Like,
Sorry, I had to get physical there. I had to
I guess
demonstrate for
people at
the.
home losing their shit.
I had to demonstrate for the millions of people that watch our show what it would be like.
Someone
What you
help
would
them.
call a prop. What you call a prop comedian, and the couch is my prop.
Like Carrot Top. Second tongue.
And I got long hair. It's all working out. Yeah.
You're jacked.
And I'm jacked. Like fuck it. Like, come on now.
Well,
Like a WWE wrestler.
I just don't get how it's gonna be. It has to be the weirdest thing, but I don't know if it affects. I mean, can you imagine winning? Like, all right, you want a PGA tour, like a fucking.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a golfer, I wouldn't give a shit because you still make a bunch of money.
Who's gonna be yelling? Get in the hole after you fucking hit it off the tee.
I would enjoy that. I would enjoy people not yelling that because that
Like
would get like.
it's like a par five, and then you hit it, and like get in the hole. Like motherfucker can't drive it 600 yards.
Go ahead. Golf. I've played golf twice in my life. Not a big golf guy. I played golf twice in my life at the age of 26. And like, if somebody was there yelling at me while I was playing golf, because granted I was piss poor because I've played twice and I never practiced, so I was not good anyways. But if there was somebody yelling at me while I was playing golf, I would be like, no sir, no sirree Bob. I would not be about it. So I mean, maybe it might help them, you know.
What if it? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I mean, yeah, the one
Actually,
that I think is
funny
most
to bring that up.
interesting is
I'm
the.
actually bringing on special guest here, Phil Mickelson, to get his take on what it'd be like playing with Phil. Phil, can you hear us?
Damn, we're blowing up really fast. The one that's most interesting is the UFC to me though, because it's just like the UFC, like no, like it's just gonna be like people flying into an island. Like, are they just gonna do it on the beach? Like, are they literally just kind of a ring, like, in the middle of the beach, like it's fucking Survivor,
Dude,
and they go off, and if you win, you get to go and, like, drink pina coladas, and if you lose, they, like, throw you in a pit?
swim back to camp.
Like, now you have to go to the edge of extinction.
Bloody
you,
swimming in salt water.
You'll have to survive there until your next fight.
You got to swim bloody through the ocean with the sharks. Like,
Yeah,
you make it back.
Like the benefit is your next fight will be 2 weight classes lower. We don't know when it will be though. You need to survive on the island off
For the
of
winner,
rice.
you have a tablespoon of peanut butter to last you a week.
The winner gets to go, like, he gets to go to the party part where he's like popping bottles, and like there's like
By himself?
Instagram model. No, there's like Instagram models and him. So like, unless he's married, then his wife is there, of course, and they're just having fun. They're having fun on the fun island, not in the loser island. The loser island's where the losers go, and they wait for their next fight.
I don't know. It just seems weird. Do you think they play music of people cheering in the background? Like remember those old like when you played like what Madden, like one of the early ones when it has that most basic
Practice
like,
mode.
the basic '90s like crowd on it, like
crowd.
just constant.
Woo! or like when you're like doing like playing like a UFC game and you're like doing the practice mode and you just hear like the trainers like go out like
yeah,
hit him and it gets like the 10 seconds and you hear the and you're like, okay,
yeah,
like this is like the real thing.
Well,
maybe it's like that.
You gotta think about how much like in the UFC atmosphere with how much the other fighters probably can't hear what the other coaches are saying. I know it doesn't really matter that they're extremely trained or whatever, but I don't really know the coaching aspect for a UFC fighter when they're fighting, if they're actually getting help from that person, like telling them what to go at or what's coming. But it's supposed to be quiet with them yelling at each other.
That's something I've always noticed is somebody's always yelling something, and I don't know if they actually listen to what they're saying, because there's so many people yelling things.
When I used to swim, and every time I'd breathe, my coach would be right there, just fucking red, yelling, and I would just be scared, so I just keep swimming.
But when you're swimming, what would they be yelling? Like, swim faster?
How to attack the water. Right, left,
swim,
right, left,
left arm now. Don't do left arm twice. Like, what do they yell?
Dude, I don't know.
How can you help somebody swim? All right, Shane. This is the moment I've been waiting for almost all day.
Dude, this is
you have a secret fact that I've been waiting for all day. Tell me the secret fact right now.
It's so dumb. I don't even want to say it anymore.
Okay, now you're playing it down. You were playing it up. Now you're playing it down.
I was playing it medium the whole time. I was excited.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Today is the irony of it just makes you funny. Today's National Bat Day.
Bat?
Bat, as in bat, like fly.
Like Batman.
Yeah, but like the bat that was eaten to cause the coronavirus.
Yeah, to cause the whole thing by that one guy in China at the wet market. Yeah, China. I'm looking at you.
I just thought
millions of people watching this show, and we're looking at you, China, for causing this whole debacle.
I just watched. I was looking at things, and they were just like, yeah, like I mean, I fucking love Black Twitter. Like, we gonna cancel Bat Day today, like shit like that. Like the way it's so funny. If you ever get a chance, the differences between Black Twitter, this is a known thing between memes and everything, are fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I mean, I don't see color, but yeah, obviously, yeah. I see what you're saying.
They're funny as shit. All these tweets are hilarious. Oh, number one thing trending on Twitter right now is why I'm not voting for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
The most recent
I would vote for Trump over Joe Biden.
The most recent one, it just says he's a dick.
Donald Trump, that's their response why they wouldn't vote for him.
He's a dick.
That's probably why I would vote for him though.
That's so funny to me. Of all
like
the
Joe Biden, I don't want to go into a political debate about Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Maybe that's for another day. Like
no, I don't either. But I'm just
thinking
dick sucking thing. The only thing the girl says is he's a dick.
Yeah, I mean, he is. He is absolutely a dick. Absolutely, 100%. But at least he can speak in sentences. Okay, let's just move on from that. I don't want to get into that part. Okay. You're back with your drink, Tito's and soda. So I got beef. I got beef today. Next topic, beef with Chris D'Elia. His new special is out on Netflix. It's called No Pain, and it's really funny. Really funny. I approve of the special, but I did literally come up with almost one of his jokes to the T like last year. The X-Men joke. I came up with that joke like last year about the super smell.
Oh yeah.
About how if I was an X-Men, I'd be one of those useless X-Men who's like their power was like super smell. I'm like, why can't I go on? And then like at the end of the movie, there's like one very specific thing where my power would come in handy, and they're like, oh, thank God he's around. And I'm like, yeah, my comic relief the whole movie until I get to come in for my one part.
Then everyone's like, oh.
They're like, I'm like, I used my super smell for something useful.
Do a little jump.
Yeah. Like like it wasn't just for like if the meat was spoiled. It was for that one thing that saved the planet. And I was
Everyone's
like,
just always
go.
asking you to smell this. It's
They're
just
like, yeah, they're like, oh, he really is an X-Man. True redemption story.
I thought it was the part that got me. I didn't like the run in with the.
Spoilers. Spoilers 3 minutes into this.
Can I not say it?
We didn't say it at the beginning. No, I just kind of went into it. So go.
I didn't like his part when he was going on about the fucking dolphin fucking for like 15 minutes.
I laughed so hard with the dolphin, and we was like with Sergeant Starfish when he got to that
I wasn't
point,
feeling it.
and when he sat down, he's like he left a note, and like the whole time, I knew he was gonna go ee, and then he was just like ee, and I was like, God damn it, it's still funny. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was so funny,
I liked
like
his.
when he was how much he ripped on Boulder, Colorado was funny. And like when he was ripping on the dolphin committing suicide in Boulder, Colorado, I laughed so hard so many times.
I thought that the part that he was talking about with the, you know, I'm how dumb he is to read an article because hits very close to home when he starts reading it. Like, yo, did you hear what happened? He's like probably not. Like, he's like, he's like, reading articles are fucking hard. He's like, reading is like, there's so many names. I don't get it.
Midway through, if there's a new name, I have to restart. Why are you introducing these new characters?
Dude, I do
He's
that
a
shit all
funny
the
dude,
time.
man. That's somebody who I'd like to talk to. I know he will never talk to me, but it was somebody I would like to talk to.
You might.
Maybe one day. No,
You
probably
go out
not.
to the
But
comedy store. I want to go to a Kill Tony live show. And Chris Delias at comedy comedy store like a couple times a week, I think.
yeah, no, those guys like to frequent there. We should do an LA trip and just do that a lot.
I don't even know how much like there has to be extremely hard to get into.
I don't know.
Or is it kind of like one of the things where it's so reoccurring that people just it's mainly like tourists?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I would try. It'd be fun to try to get in one.
Yeah, I know there's 3 rooms. I want to go see and Kill Tony with William Montgomery.
Yeah, he's funny. He's a
He's funny
silly
as fuck.
goose. He's a silly goose.
Sorry,
All
I
right.
got see text.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving to the next
I got
subject.
a shitty song. Bowling for Soup came on.
Yeah, 1985.
Yeah, I actually
I
like
like
that.
that. I like that song. Yeah.
I just didn't want to hear it because I can only hear the high pitch part because it's so quiet.
Yeah. I mean, it's got great reference. The references in the song are.
Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, still waiting for Nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Joe Buck recently being offered $1 million to commentate porn, which I
Yeah.
would actually watch.
So he's doing.
Not sensually, but more as just consuming content. That's the kind of content I want to see during this.
He does it live, right? So it'd be for like a live cam person, right?
Yeah, it was a cam thing. I will. I don't know if I would pay for the cam part, but I'd watch a replay for sure.
Just give me the audio.
Give me the.
It's like listening to 50 Shades of Grey audiobook.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those
Who would
movies
you
were
pick?
awful.
Who would you pick if you had someone to? Are these? I have so many
Commentate.
questions on this. Are they going to be joint scenes? Is it just him?
I don't know why people are
There's-
so obsessed with Joe Buck commentating things. Like Joe Buck is good, but let's be
Ironically,
real.
he's like everyone thinks he's shitty.
I mean, some people think he's shitty. Some people think he's good. I would say he's good, but he does dick ride Aaron Rodgers hella hard, like harder than Danica Patrick. And I think that everybody sleeps on Gus Johnson. Like, let's be real. Best duo for commentating in college football is Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt. And Gus Johnson is the most exciting voice in sports. And that is who everybody should be wanting to commentate something like this, like not Joe Buck. Like Joe Buck is like, there's a million Joe Bucks, not a
Is
million, but like four.
is he going to have to respond to this? Like, has he released a statement?
Oh, he did. Joe Buck did. Yeah. That he was like flattered, like typical white guy response. I'm flattered, but like due to like he doesn't want to piss off the people that pay him basically. So whoever that is, I think it's ABC or what NBC or something like that, CBS, Fox, one of those three three letter word stations. He's like, I don't want to piss them off, so I'm just not gonna, I'm just gonna play it safe, which typical Joe Buck move.
And also, doesn't he have like a family and yeah, he has like a couple daughters and shit that has to be awkward.
Yeah, who cares? I have a dad. If my dad did that, I would be like, go dad. If my mom did that, I'd be like, good job, mom. Like, that is the coolest thing you've done, mom. Even though nobody would want to listen to my mom do that. Like, that'd probably be the worst thing ever for everybody else. I would think it would be funny, though.
I don't know.
I'd be way into it.
I wouldn't want to.
My mom commentate porn. You listen to that?
That wouldn't bother me. I think it'd be better than Joe Buck.
Better than Joe Buck?
What the fuck is he gonna say?
I didn't even think about that. Um, I don't know. That'd be an interesting part. But it'd be better than what my mom would say. She'd be like, oh, what's going in there? do not.
I don't know. I think that it doesn't really interest me. I think that it'd be funny for him to do. I don't know how much a guy makes now, but an extra $1 million to do one, or I don't know how many he has to do.
I mean, the things I would do for $1 million, like commentating porn, would be way down on the list of embarrassing things. It'd be like way down there.
I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's just so weird because of where he is in his career and who he is.
I mean, yeah, who he is, but I'm saying for me to commentate porn for $1 million, it's way down there on the list of things that I would do. For $1 million, like, okay, when you're like a kid and you think about $1 million, you're like, oh yeah, I would take a hit from an NFL player for $1 million. And then once you get to like our age, where you're like 26 and like sucking dick in corporate America, you're like, I would do way less for $1 million.
I would do $1 million, but I'm just saying it from his.
I would let all my friends. I would do something where all my friends could ridicule me for the rest of my life for $1 million. 100%.
Like create an OnlyFans page.
I would create an OnlyFans page, 100%. If it was for $1 million. Now I want to create an OnlyFans page for fun because I think it'd be funny, but not to show my body because nobody wants to see that. I would do other things. Like I got cute ass feet. Like, all right, check these feet. Do you see that? I would like people would pay to
Dude,
see those cute ass feet.
I
Like
got
on a
good feet.
man,
I
like
got
cute feet on a man. Damn. Yeah, no, those are nice too though. Yeah. Those are nice too. Yeah.
send you a picture of them. You got to pay me though. Why are my socks?
Here's a good question for you. So I know that a lot of weird dudes have foot fetishes, but are there weird chicks with foot fetishes? Like are there weird chicks that are like
Guy I
fingernails and
worked
toe?
with, odd guy.
They're like big toe me, you
A
know?
guy. I don't think that it's necessarily girls that have it. I think it's other guys that have it for guys' feet.
Okay. Well, I, that doesn't like
If
I
you
know
created an
that
there's page,
there's
Kohler,
a
you're gonna
dude
only
that's in
have
it.
guys on there.
I mean, that's probably the only people that would want to do it.
It'd be like some 70-year-old broke ass guy living in a trailer.
Yeah,
Saves.
there'd be a bunch of
He
those and it'd be
returns
like
cans. He returns cans every month just to pay for a subscription for you.
like we know you set your fee at $20 a month, but we had to lower it to 30 cents. And this is the guys you get. So and I'm like, hey man, it's like sex workers gotta do sex. So like so that's what I would have to do. But it's what has to be done.
This guy that I worked with, odd guy. Not you. I'm
Which
not talking. I'm not
by the
talking.
way, real by the way, did you do the research I requested on the OnlyFans things? Can dudes do it? Can regular people just sign up for it?
Men can do it.
Men can do it, but like I don't have to have a certain amount of followers to do it. Like I can just be a normal guy.
So I looked up OnlyFans 5 steps on getting started. One, very simple: create an account.
Boom.
Um, it just gives you more of a scope to create great content. It enhances the content experience of your fans, with the exception of YouTube. But it's telling you to create an account, which you can do. They pay a modest subscription to view subscriber only content. It's a win-win. But then so setting up your subscription rate, so you have to set the cost of it, and then they did like a basic, like fucking equation for it, saying they could take it. It's 1 to 3% of your fans will subscribe, which seems kind of low and sad. But it's saying based on a 1.5% conversion, it's better to have 150 subscribers at $6.99 than 50 subscribers at $9.99. So make sure your rates attract the right subscribers. So you
Well,
said
that's supply. That's supply and demand, though. That's simple as supply and demand. At least I think they're teaching these young ladies freaking basic economics here, though, and that's what's important.
they are giving examples too. These are like problems out of the math book, out of the econ book.
I mean,
Promote your OnlyFans, Kohler.
sign me up,
Promote
dude.
your OnlyFans profile. So I talked about it's always in Twitter bios. It's always being twatted out, things like that. That's it. It's exactly what they're telling you to. So if you're publishing
We should
images,
sign up.
if you're
We should
publishing
both.
images of a new photo shoot, fashion collection, workout routine, or makeup tutorials, simply add your OnlyFans account link to your content and invite your fans to see more by subscribing to your OnlyFans. So they're like telling you, hey, post a fucking thing about your favorite clothes on like Instagram and then tag your OnlyFans account so people are going to it.
Mm. Interesting. I would like to
Honestly,
do one.
it's the
I
same
think
basic plan of creating any social media except you get paid for it. And I don't know the content. Like I feel like there has to be a specific part. It's not showing in here that like a service fee of OnlyFans.
oh, there's a service fee. See, this is where you might lose me.
I don't know if there is or not. I'm saying there has to be. There's no way that
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
been.
I
I
mean,
haven't been to it. I don't know
if
if the
there
tickets
is,
are cut.
okay, maybe we should wait till we're more famous, which is eventually it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
2 more
But
weeks.
may say what? 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks at least. 2 weeks. 2 weeks and we're there.
Shout out
But like,
Clarence.
shout out Clarence. Yeah, it was his birthday recently. Happy birthday, Clarence. But anyways, like it's inevitable that we will be famous, and at one point we should both have one if Summer allows it. Summer, if you allow it, and whoever my girlfriend is, who if she does exist, if she doesn't exist, then fuck you. If she does exist, then fuck you too, because you're gonna have to deal with this. So mine, I will do anything where I don't have to show my dick or beehole or sack. Like anything up to that, I will do anything. And then you should just do one where you just juggle. Like basically they pay $5 a month to watch you juggle.
Juggling in my high school Speedo. Like,
Sure, yeah. Whatever you want to do it in. Yeah. And so it's just you.
I don't know. I mean, I could do it. I lost. Hold on.
I mean, I just think it'd be funny. So that's what I will commit to right now. I will do anything. Almost. I mean, I do have limits,
I thought
but
I
will push those limits.
I thought. There it is.
You found the third ball. Nice.
Something like that.
Yeah. You're telling me if you couldn't make at least $5 a month, if one person signed up, you wouldn't do that? Like for like 3 minutes, one day a week?
Should I start a YouTube channel on how to juggle?
I mean, there's probably people that are better than you at it that are doing it. But I mean,
So.
sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Sky's the limit.
The thing is I haven't been to this. I don't know the layout of it. I don't know. Like, let's say someone goes on there. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it works. I'm still puzzled on. We need you to create an account and start subscribing to people. Like, I'll pay half of the subscription a month just so you can get intel and just comment on the pictures. Hey, how do I start my own? Hey, what got you into this?
Excuse me, young lady. You seem experienced in this field.
That would be perfect. I mean, I don't know. You could be like a little private detective in it.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it 100%. 100% I would do it. I would do it for the experience.
Drones.
Drones. Shout out, what was it, Fred Armisen?
And Bill Hader. What show
man,
was that on? Wasn't that
That was Bill Hader too. Bill Hader was in that, right?
Yeah.
Bill Hader is slept on. He is very funny.
What was it called? It
was that documentary series on Netflix. And the
Yeah,
first one, I remember you were watching it and you're like, oh, it's supposed to be funny. I'm like, this is the scariest shit I've ever seen.
That was so scary.
They made it, them trying to make it funny made it more scary. It was so scary.
Is that the one where they were like the haunted house, the old women or whatever?
Yeah.
There's
That
like
was awful. That was
like
terrifying.
a locked in dungeon, and then like you just turn lights off and turn on. It's like the old. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that was scary. And like they were pretending to be old ladies, but they were like dudes. But like that made it more scary. It was Bill Hader dressed as an old lady.
Dude, that was terrifying. I remember sending you the screenshots from that. What was the?
I'm pretty sure we were high when we watched that.
Oh, we absolutely were.
Yeah, it was scary.
It was called Documentary Now.
Yeah, that's it. Some of them are big duds, but I mean that one and Drones, those will stick with me.
Bro, that one was so fucking scary. It's called Grey Gardens.
Yeah, I mean I'd give it a watch, but yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, it's scary. The picture is scary.
I honestly can't. That really fucked me up that night. I was terrified.
That's yeah. I'm not about it, but yeah. Man, that's all I got. I mean, you got anything else?
No.
No, no, no. All right, well, let's cut off here then. Episode 2 in the books, man.
Sick.
You don't sound that excited.